It's time for the final of the Quiksilver Pro France, stop number 9 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Hawaii versus Brazil. Sebastian Zietz in his first ever final here in France. Gabriel Medina, one of the most consistent surfers when it comes to competing at this time of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Carissa Moore in devastating form, but Lakey Peterson came back. Medina up and riding.
Medina getting started, backhand snap. Bottom drops out, cannonball. He's out of there. Doing so many Supermans. His whole act has changed. He's a world champ now as we look at Sebastian on his first wave.
Yeah, Seabass trying to get that quick start that he's been getting. As soon as this heat starts, Bass is up and riding. Medina right behind him as well. Just both guys with a couple of quick little rides. 2.33 for Sebastian Zietz and just a 3.17.
In a final in Tahiti, as we look at Medina winding up, feels his way down the line with that backhand snap, throwaway punt down the line. One of the most popular surfers on tour is having a look now. Drawn out bottom turn, front side wrap. Loves that open canvas to keep that rail engaged. Now lining up a lip to go to the sky, punches out the fins, but ends up losing the handle.
Tie final.
Medina now setting this one up. His backhand's been on the money throughout this event. Set up, turn out the back, still plenty open face. Deep off the bottom, almost late hits the finish, but still rides out.
What do these guys travel with? Probably around 15 or 16. Especially when it comes to this kind of place, you need so many different boards from these little hot rods. So Medina looking comfortable here in the beginning of the heat. Quick little snap there on his backhand. Two solid maneuvers, just really taking his time and setting those up. Two-turn combo for Medina, and the first real score, just setting it up there, that first turn. Now you can just see him wiggling down, waiting. Now he jams it up and hooks it right under the lip there. Critical stuff for Gabriel Medina on that last turn, and a fairly chunky score.
Gabriel Medina turning in a 6.67 for the two-turn combo. Sebastian Zietz a 4.67.
This far, so he's got a shot, that's for sure.
Medina now picking up a fresh-looking right. So clean, brilliant conditions. Nice top turn off the coping, deeper off the bottom. Another little drift, but he's covering ground. Backhand float, another big vertical for Medina. Throwing some
down year for Gabriel, so this is going to be definitely a confidence builder for him. Beautiful snap to kick it off, and he's starting to look more and more confident as this event's been going through. Producing his best, obviously, up against John in the semis, and now in the finals, just floating up over the lip there. And a vertical snap to finish off. So Gabriel Medina starting to crank it up, starting to look dangerous. The Medina of old, Joe.
It's great to see as we have a great angle from the sky. Which was your favorite turn? Did you just like overall performance here?
Yeah, I think just overall performance. Carrying a lot of speed through his maneuvers. Mixing it up, which is really difficult to do on your backhand, but Gabriel Medina just showing a different tilt on every single maneuver. Those lip line floats that were nice and critical, but the thing that really has impressed me with Gabriel surfing is the bottom turn to top turn combo. In the past, if you go back and watch old footage of Gabriel, he normally does that little tap, tap, tap at the bottom before he unleashes the turn. He's smoothened that out. He's cleaned that up. He's starting to sort of flow between his turns a hell of a lot better. I don't know whether that's bored, whether it's hard work, but something's clicked with Gabriel, and he's starting to look a lot cleaner through his turns.
And he's into the excellent range. Potts an 8.17. Now Zietz needs 2 new waves. And still swinging is Medina. Coming off that big vertical. Another snap down the line, and he launches out of there as that thing just drains on the shore break.
Yep.
You get a big win here. Now setting up his forehand. He's got to drive first before he sets that rail. Hard off the bottom. It's a laid-back blowtail on the opening section. He will recover. And now a little drive into the inside corner for a roundhouse cutback. He does go down.
7, build up to it. Just chip away at that lead. Seabass knows only one thing though, Joe, and that is 110%. And right there just throws the tail out. Almost loses it and then somehow recovers. Talk about style. Talk about a classic human. Sebastian Zietz, we're loving it.
I love that turn. That was insane. Let's check it out again.
Watch how he just throws the board right away from him, kicks the tail out. He kept that front foot on there and somehow pulled the board back underneath him. A lot of core strength involved with this turn. Watch how he pushes that back foot, kicks the board away from him, and keeps that one foot on, and then it's all feel. It's all just understanding of where the board's going to be. Having done that 100 times or 1,000 times, so you see Bass there just somehow trying to pull that off, and he does. So a 4.33, he's a big smile on his face. He's loving it. Win, lose or draw, Seabass is not going to hate this day, that's for sure.
What a special crew there. It was Andy and his younger brother Bruce who finaled out here for a special memory in history. As we watch Medina winding up, big full rotation punt on the backhand. He goes straight down on the landing.
But I know how good you are. I'm going to take this one off you. Nice bottom turn, top turn to start it off, and now he starts to widen that stance. Kind of projected more down the line where he kind of needed to project more out towards the beach. Can't afford to land in that trough that it just gets swallowed up as you see Medina being just gets that nice projection. Doesn't quite project far enough out and then disappears in that trough there. Real tricky to ride out of that situation, Joe. So that's not going to go into his top two. Still holding a 6.67 and 8.
Seabass putting himself in position. Rolling with the whitewater. Frontside wrap setup work. He wants more out of this open face. Another fading cutback. Nice full wrap out in front on his third maneuver. Needs something big here to really put himself in contention for the win. Frontside air throws that one away. That double barrel option first thing in the morning. Let's take a look.
Yeah, a little bit of a whitewater roll in, and there you see that's so far that, not really anything exciting. You need to come off that bottom and straight up into that first major turn. You can see him just kicking on the tail, waiting for it to come through that inside. Now he starts to get that first solid turn. And realizing, you know what, I haven't really done that much to maximize the score on this. I've got to do something special. Kind of throws it away. So I'm not seeing him improve on that situation, unfortunately. 7 minutes remaining, so still got some time.
These boards look solid pots right in the Proton model. That's meant to push hard. Dane Reynolds worked that one out. Seabass loves it in waves like this.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been pushing hard all day, dropping nines, getting some crazy barrels, big, massive turns. Look at that shot there. I love that drone footage. And then kind of just chucked it away. Didn't go for the grab, which was interesting, and flies it away. So 4.63, so just slightly.
Meanwhile, Medina in position, looking to get rid of a 6.67. Big wind up, nice vertical to start, throwing the fins out. Second move, foam climb hack. The former world champ wraps away. Another nice carving turn, a backhand that's got him a lot of wins in his career. He'll step off on the beach.
What's the opening maneuver? Whereas Seabass is more horizontal, this is way more vertical. Bang, right up through the lip, releasing the fin. So that's the point of difference right now for Gabriel and Sebastian. Seabass just hasn't had any kind of wave like this. His waves have been a little flatter, a lot harder to ride, so he's got to try and mix that up. He's got to try and wait for something a little bit more vertical. As I said, he needs something up into the excellent range if he's going to combat Gabriel Medina.
Making a move now as we hit the 5-minute warning. Seabass feeling the heat, wants to break the combo right now. First turn, solid stretched out carve. Fades the roundhouse cutback with the rebound. Needs an inside track to hook him up here. He's going to get out of that section, thinking about something major on the end of this wave. Set up, and he's left searching down the line. So he's had
sort of tend to tap, tap, tap and get that rail set. Now he's just driving through that. I love it.
Well, it looks like he's setting up for something big here. Back to turns, little tail slide. He knows he's got to do something big to improve on a 7.83. The sound of the horn. It is official. For the third time, Gabriel Medina is the Quiksilver Pro France champion. And now you're world number 3 heading into Portugal.
Wow. Well, that's how quick things can change. So, got to be loving it. Gabriel Medina back in that winning circle.